1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again. It's that time of the week. It's the Mudblood podcast, as always brought to you by William Thompson, Paddy McDonald, and as always, we're sponsored by our good friends at Manscaped. You know the drill. You know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it anyway, because they're literally paying me to. If you need your bollocks shaved, if you know, you're a wee bit dirty down there, they're a little bit grizzly, a little bit greasy, don't know why you've greasy bollocks, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to give solutions. Manscaped.com. Go on, you use the code Mudblood, you get 20% off. The code is Mudblood, not Mudblood20, Mudblood, and you get 20% off. You get a wee bag for your bag. Inside said bag, you get the Lawnmower 4.0, you get the ball toner, you get the ball deodorant, get a little fucking nose trimmer if you have a wee hairy nostril. Get up in there, get it all shaved off. It's class. Manscaped.com, use the code Mudblood, just so they know that people who are watching this podcast and thinking, do you know what, I need to sort out my cock hair. Use the code Mudblood, get 20% off. I'll say it again, I've always said it, I'll continue to say it as long as they pay me. It's the best balls shaving service that's ever sponsored this podcast. Check it out and enjoy this week's show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Mudblood podcast with myself, William Thompson, and the always smiley, always happy, the wee shitstar, Paddy McDonald.
Shitstar.
Yeah, you're a wee shitstar.
It's not shitstar. I love to know how it comes from, like a bit of material gets done about mine, and then people are nice saying that, oh, he shit himself. No, it was fucking, I talked about it, but I didn't talk the full story. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Well, people were saying, oh, fucking call it bullshit. It wasn't bullshit. It was just that I told the story, but I told half the story. I didn't tell the story about, like, we already discussed it and stuff like
See,
that.
I'll say this.
But I was wrong in it, so I don't...
I'll say that when he said that, I was like, oh, because I didn't know it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you'd already spoken about it.
But I must have still felt a wee bit bad about it or something, or a wee bit angry about the material. I must have to talk about it, you know, you must do.
You shed yourself.
Definitely not. No, listen, he came down and I fucking apologised. I think you're a better man if you can fucking say, I didn't do that, like, you know.
Oh, aye. I made for good fucking viewing anyway.
It did. Give people stuff to slabber about.
Have you had much feedback from that?
In what way?
Just people message you or whatever? No one said anything.
Nobody messaged me that way. Like, it was just a few things that people said in the YouTube. People just says, well, a couple says fair play to Paddy for apologies, and then other people were like, oh, fucking call the bullshit out. There was a bit of material done. The bill of material was very similar. I didn't tell the full story, which what happened on the night when we done it, and then I apologised for it. So,
fair. Was it the bit the kids fucking the priest bit? Was
my bit?
Because I have only seen Butler do that, but I don't know.
No, but my bit. Actually, Butler says he didn't see it, but I done it at the field 2 years ago.
Right.
So my bit is that where I came from and Divis was that rough. The elder boys were fucking the priests.
Right.
And his bit is my school was that rough.
The kids
were fucks the Christian brothers.
Ah, right, okay. So, I've heard many variations of that anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So that was where it came from.
Yeah.
So when Butler says, do you want me to stop doing it? I'm not going to tell somebody to stop doing a bit of material. You know that.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? So.
Would you not ever? Ever?
No.
What if it's a unique... Because that's just a bit of wordplay. What if it's a unique life experience?
Person's quote. I mean,
if someone's doing a story that was like,
if somebody does a bit that I think that's my story, I'm not going to tell them to stop doing it. I'm going to say, look, that's my bit, and it's up to them. And then they know that they have then done a bit that's like extremely close. It's up to them as to keep going. I'm not going to tell somebody to stop doing it.
I would.
But I mean, they're not going to stop doing it.
Yeah,
they're going to keep doing it. It doesn't matter what you tell them. I'm just going to put it back in the record. I mean, as long as it's out there, people know I done that first. It wasn't me that took it. You know, if I'm doing a club somewhere and I was to do that bit and somebody's going to come up to me and go, oh, fucking Aaron Butler does that there, I seen it at the show, and at least I can turn around and say, I've been doing that from fucking 2013.
Right. So I'm confused. Was the difference in the joke, you would say Altar Boys, and he would say Christian Brothers, or no, you would say...
This is exactly how I say it.
I'm very confused.
What my bit is exactly... Where I came from in Divis was that rough. The elder boys were fucking the priests.
Right.
Butler's bit is I went to Christian Brothers school. It was that rough. The pupils were fucking the Christian Brothers.
Right. Right, okay.
So, it's...
I thought when he came in, he said, like you said it was a different joke.
No, he said to me, you said it was different. I said, no, it was different in the fact of thing. So when he came in and I said, it is what it is.
I know. Made a very uncomfortable 5 minutes for me. I enjoyed that.
But people can take it out what they want. I've been doing that joke from 2013, 2012. I make them do it all the time now, and people's then coming to see me. But that bit's been out, and I done it to Phil a couple of years ago. So I just don't want people, if I ever do it, to turn around and say, "Oh, well, that's a..." No, I've been doing it from 2013.
Well, what I learned is even if I do nothing, people will still find a way to be fucked off at me.
I think people's just generally, when you get to a certain thing, and then it takes a bit of a snowball effect, when somebody sees one negative comment about you or somebody slabbering, and I've spoke about this before, then people just think it's free rein just to do it.
Yeah, probably the worst thing you can do is talk about it. Well, I always do, because it's I always say it's just a part of being online.
Yeah.
You always get that, and I feel because I talk about it, then it just people.
And we've spoke about it before. It's more keyboard warriors.
Hate me, fuck is.
I don't know why. Did you know?
And I'm a lovely wee film.
But even when people like, I was in the Crumlin Star on Saturday watching the Celtic Rangers match. But Celtic won, by the way, just to let you know if you didn't know it. And 12 points.
That referee got death threat.
Yeah.
Good.
No,
it's not good. It's not good.
Can we clip that?
Do not.
Can we clip that?
Do not. It just means he got my letters. That's all I'm saying.
We just got that clip.
I didn't even see the game. I just.
What is it with Protestants and death threats at the fucking minute?
Who else got them?
Jamie Brayson got death threats.
Fuck, that's right.
Within his own community.
But I think they were for different things. I don't think he was refereeing the Celtic Rangers game.
No, I don't think he was refereeing the Celtic Rangers game himself. I think he was refereeing the feud.
I saw it.
And he gave a penalty till the fucking one side, the other side didn't like it.
Yeah, they weren't happy about that.
So you think people should get death threats then?
No.
Right.
See on this podcast, from time to time, I will do a wee joke. Right. I will say things I don't mean.
Oh, right, so you were joking there?
Just joking.
Only slag.
You know I'm not Scottish football guy. It's not my...
Right. I know it's not. You're more Celtic than the Iron Rangers.
I'm really not.
You're really
if it was between the two, I'm supporting Rangers. But I'm not.
I thought I turned you.
I'd go to either, but if Rangers lose, it's like same with English League, Chelsea supporter. But if they lose,
Rangers tops when you were kids. You were putting Rangers tops when you were a kid.
Oh, I've
seen you in the half and half one.
The red white one,
yeah.
and the carling across it.
Seen that.
Yeah.
Or McEwen's Lager, wasn't that? No.
Fuck, I thought it was carling.
You would be too young for McEwen's Lager.
Nah, it was carling. But same when Chelsea lose, I'm a Chelsea fan. But if Chelsea lose, my day's not.
What is happening with Chelsea?
How do you spend $1 billion and be in a worse position than before you spent that?
How mad would it be if Frank Lampard won the Champions League with them this year?
This is the thing. See, every time Chelsea are shit in the Premier League,
they do well.
Phenomenal in the Champions League.
I was just thinking about it today, man. They're a good outside bet. Now they're playing Real Madrid tonight, but Real Madrid's been getting beat.
If they get past Madrid, it's fucking.
What is this? Is this quarterfinal?
Quarterfinal. So I think Chelsea are them and City are the only English teams left.
So you've basically 6 matches till winning it.
Yeah. Like City.
How mad would that be? And then they would give them the job after that. That's what Chelsea tend to do.
Not even Matteo won it for the first time ever when he was interim manager and got sacked. He didn't get the job. He literally won the Champions League, got like 3 games in the next season. They were like, fucking see you later. But they spent, 80 million on your man Potter? At least. It was like 30 million.
Well, it was 60 million to buy him out.
Yeah.
61 million to buy him out. And I get tortured whenever they get sacked because your man is assistant. I look like him.
I haven't seen this.
I just had to embrace it. You got a photo there? Google a photo of the assistant. Graham Potter's assistant at Chelsea. So I just had to embrace it. I just put it up, man. Yeah, it was really sad to be sacked last night by Chelsea. Because it's one of them ones. And then somebody put up one the day about a peeler. There was a peeler at the Joe Biden thing. Fucking spit of me, like.
Oh, serious?
Oh, I spit.
I keep forgetting he's here. Wee Biden.
He's away.
Already?
Oh.
Was it here a day?
He was doing the podcast, or he was doing Whiskey and White. So
I wouldn't be fucking surprised at this point.
Whiskey and White.
He'd be the worst podcast guest ever.
Let me see.
The guy in the middle. Fuck, I love that we record this podcast. I don't know if people back home can hear it. He does look like you.
We record a podcast. There's full on fucking band rehearsals.
The Sweet Dreams are being fucking played in the background there.
Sweet dreams are made of these.
But could you imagine Biden be the worst fucking podcast guest ever?
And
Is it like being the
was
president?
here.
I don't know.
Stayed in the Central. And in Ireland, I just say, whew, President of America. He's fucking...
He's fucking...
He actually
brutal,
must
isn't
have
he?
dementia, like. He actually... 100%, because, like, that's a thing, hasn't he, Bruce Willis? And if you watch some of the interviews he done leading up till, like, him coming out with that, they're fucking mad. People thought he was just being funny. He was on the one show and it was fucking horrendous
Yeah,
to
'cause
watch.
he just doesn't know what he's talking about.
Nah, he was all over the place.
I know. See, I haven't paid too much attention because I already live with 2+ 80-year-olds, so I don't need the going-ons
I don't think
of
Bruce
another
Willis...
dementia-ridden cunt.
I don't think Bruce Willis is 80.
I was talking about Biden.
Oh,
He's
so bad.
82,
Is he 82?
isn't he? I think he's 82.
That age, is he?
Something like that. I could be wrong. He's late 70s, early 80s.
I was like Crystal Palace giving the job to fucking Roy Hodgson.
80?
Born in 1940, he saw the end of World War II.
Fuck me.
He saw it, watched it, Netflix.
Fuck me, like.
Watched it, Netflix.
But I'm surrounded by old cunts constantly, so I don't need
What do you
to
mean?
see.
I hope you're not talking about me.
No, I'm talking about the people I live with, my grandpa.
People you live with. What about gig race? Have you been gigging?
I was in Lavery's last week, just.
Yeah.
Very good, very fun, just
Yeah.
MCing. It's funny, is it? You don't really do material, you just fuck about. It's good fun. What about yourself? How have you
Yeah,
been?
I was the same Empire last night, so it was a bit fucking weird of a show at the first half.
Who was on? Was you,
It
Carl
was me
Spain?
and Iman.
Imam Adama, yeah.
Yeah. So I went out, and I normally do 10 to 12. Most I've ever done is 15 minutes. I was
Right.
on for 27 minutes at the start.
27 MC spot. Ah, were you just going until I get them?
Just like really fucking weird. Like every person I spoke to, it was just weird and weird and weird, and just a weird room. It was just really like cold and
Busy?
yeah. And it
That's
was,
weirder.
it was just like they were just there, but they weren't there. Do you get what I'm
I know,
saying?
yeah, it's like even when you go to talk to people and they're like, aye.
Like I've seen
No.
doing Lavery's on a Wednesday night, and the crowd's a wee bit like ha ha. They're
they laugh
laughing
the
but
first
they're
few
not-
times, yeah.
And then the Thursday night's like fucking full on energy, fucking back.
Yeah.
Like there was no energy coming back. And I
Aye.
refused to bring Eman on until like I got a bit of a fucking like it wasn't cringy, but it was just not its normal fucking rowdy, fucking warm fucking room. So it was just work, and then got a big fucking laugh, and I went right bump and brought him on, and there was just one girl, who was just fucking. I think she was saying to him, "I fucking hate you," when he was on like.
Jesus Christ, what?
I think so. He was doing bits about being in the Sharpers Dye or something, and she was just like,
I haven't
fucking-
seen that, that's very
I
funny.
taste spunk or something. It was something like that, and she was just like, "I hate you." She was just like, "I fucking hate you."
Did he lean out and see when you get have you ever got someone just going like, I fucking hate you while you're on stage? I got it in Lisburn
Right?
because I did the orange order joke.
And did you lean into them?
Fucking right. That's you can't then go, oh,
you
we're
can't
mates.
backtrack, no.
If everyone else is on your side, then you just go, fuck you.
Yeah.
This is the next 5 minutes is me rinsing you.
And then it was weird because there was there was a mother and 2 daughters at the gig, right? And they were talking when they came in, right? So there was a bit of disruption, and then there was a bit of a fight with them. And then the bouncers went and spoke to them, moved them, and then they were quiet. But after the show, they came over and told me they seen the post that I put up for the show. They bought the tickets. They got a lift down and got dropped off the limelight. Right?
I know where this is going.
You know where it's going?
I know where this is going.
But when they went in, Shane and Keir was there.
Because I was also there.
Right, okay.
Shane was dressed as a bouncer.
And they were like, "No, you're messing us about." And they were like, "No, were you there? Did you talk to them?"
I didn't speak to them, but I was there.
So they thought it was a wind up. They thought they were winding them up.
Yeah. No, it was a dude.
Lock the door.
What the fuck?
Lock the door.
The fuck was that? Thought it was John Gardy.
It looked like John Gardy, didn't it?
His face of fear when he popped in there.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
It would have been funny if we had all been sitting in balaclavas. So we was recording something last night
Aye. Just a wee sketch. But so they got down to the door.
and thought that and Matt Damons, and then she says, "I didn't know their 2 names, but I knew they were like connected to you, so I thought they were messing me about." And she says, "We waited, and then the gig wasn't there, so then they had to get from there up." So
Because we were there, like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? How the fuck do you confuse the two?
I don't
But
know.
if you're just not from there. Also, can you smell fucking weed in these hallways? Something fucking shit.
I just smelled it there and I thought...
It's not off me, mate. I'm not smoking.
Yeah.
The whole way up that hallway. I thought
I
was
didn't
gonna come in
smell
here
it
and
coming
you're-
up, but I smelled it now as soon as he opened that door.
I thought you were ripping bongs in here when I was going to come in. Like, it's
Definitely
fucking
not.
stinks, this whole building. Like,
It's worse like down the city.
real, is it?
The city, well, up the stone up there, your street, over that side. Why? It's because of bonds one here.
People always do this. They'll always be like, oh, smoke a bit of weed and you'll not smell it. And it's the worst smelling fucking thing in the world. You can't mask that smell.
Even when you don't smoke it, just having it in your pocket. Like, I used to smell it when people get into the taxi. And if it didn't go away after 5 minutes, I knew to get in and check. Like, loads of grass I found in the back of my taxi where people dropped it.
Because you just
And
fucking
just
smell it.
Yeah.
I remember when I did smoke, obviously I didn't tell my nanny, so I just told her it was the smell of the brand of tobacco I smoked. Anytime I was in there, like, grind it up. I was like, no, it's just what you do with this tobacco. And even now, to this day, she'll be walking around town and be like, that tobacco is awfully popular. William smokes that. She's walking down Castle Street and she's like, that homeless man smokes the same kind of tobacco William does.
That big man there with dreadlocks just smells like our William. Do you smoke the same brand as our William?
So she just believes it's a brand of
I'm a
tobacco.
real bad man.
But that's if you ever go to streets where it's legal, like go to Canada or you go to Amsterdam, you can see why people hate it. Because it's
it
all
stinks.
you smell.
I like the smell of it.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I like the smell of it.
I liked it more when I did it.
Yeah.
And see, now I don't do it.
It
You're
annoys you?
Not annoys me, but I'm like, it's very all-encompassing smell. It's all you can fucking get in your nostrils. Just
I
like
can't
fucking
stand
bad.
smoke now.
Nah.
Whereas, like, I smoked, but the smell of smoke makes me sick.
How'd you quit? Did you just decide?
I think Podrick says to me, like, I wasn't smoking loads, but I still smoke when I'm out drinking. And I think Podrick said to me, Daddy, I don't want to smoking, or I was doing this in school or something like that. And I just went, you know what? I'm not fucking doing this because it's a waste of money. And I wasn't doing it all the time. I was literally just smoking bit pieces, and I was going, what is the point of this?
Everyone who quit my family has that same story of someone they knew went on holiday, bought them a load of figs from on holiday, and they didn't buy any, and they're like, by the end of a month I'd save fucking $4,000 or whatever, so I stopped smoking. Everyone I knew has that fucking story.
Yeah, I think that was just it. I just went, what's the point?
Got bored of it. Aye. But were you only a drinking smoker?
No, like I had smoked. I think I was up to about 40 a day.
Fuck off!
I was working on sites, you see.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Is that the only break you get?
Nah, it
Or
wasn't.
were you fagging them out fucking...
It's
what
because
you do?
you always work with people that smoked.
Right.
So, say you were up fucking cutting the roof and you were sitting there and they would have went here and they would have fucked you a fag over and you were just sitting smoking and then, you know, blast away and then maybe 20 minutes later here, an hour one, you were sort of just standing smoking. So, I think that's where it went. And then I stopped because I stopped with a bad Andrea really because her mad didn't let you smoke in the house.
Right.
And she lived in the mountain and it was freezing.
Oh,
so,
did you smoke in the house?
my own house. Like.
I know, but still, even in your... your
But it was, and then I just it sort of then went way down. I wasn't smoking as much, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But I still smoked. When I went out, I went on site, I smoked. When I was sitting with Andrea, I didn't smoke.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
She didn't like it.
But then you're around other people that smoke, and then
Then you smoke.
And you can get when someone doesn't smoke, and then someone does. You're like, that's all I can fucking smell. I'm not
Yeah.
kissing you.
Yeah.
All I can smell. You fucking stink. Like these aren't so bad. That's the danger of these.
Smell wise?
Yeah,
But they're fucking horrendous to what they do. You're insane.
fucking so bad, man. I don't think we know fully what these do yet.
No.
Like my generation, you're gonna see in 30 years, you're gonna be like,
Well, he's going to have a voice box in a couple of
I
years.
have lungs like a fucking Resident Evil boss, mate. They're
You're
gonna
going
be
to have
horrendous.
bad cough and you can't even put your hand up to cover your mouth.
Yeah.
Cover your mouth. I can't.
Yeah. I've already got a bad cough from these, and
Yeah.
I have like you still get that when you wake up in the morning, it's just
Okay.
and you're spitting out fucking like
You're sucking in
drainage.
a fire extinguisher.
yeah.
That's what you do.
But you don't get as much shit from this because even when someone doesn't vape, they'll be like, "That smells lovely." To be fair, because they do smell nice. But I'm fucking horrendous with it.
So does aftershave, but you don't drink it.
But it's not meant to be vaped. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's technically what you're vaping.
I'm not vaping after shit.
You're vaping fucking flavoured stuff. Like, it's what are you vaping then?
Oil.
What?
But that's not the same. You know what I mean? Heating oil is oil, but I'm not vaping heating oil.
You may as well be. It's a fucking substance that you're vaping into your body.
If it tasted as nice as this does, I might. But I'm not.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I know what you mean. It's not good for you.
No.
I do agree
No
with
matter
it.
what.
No.
I mean, that's like saying here, but this is like, it's not,
Yeah.
you know, it is bad for you. It has the same detrimental effects.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking...
If you fucking heated up heating oil and sucked in the fumes.
See all this talk of it too. I was just this one time being like, I really want to hit this. The worst thing about this too is the level of nicotine that's in it. So if you get a fag, one full bar of these is honestly probably about 20 fags at least. It's 18 milligrams of nicotine.
And is nicotine directly bad for you?
It's not as detrimental as the other stuff that would be in cigarettes, with all the other fucking chemicals that was in it.
Yep.
It's still very addictive. It's not good for your skin. It gives you wrinkles.
Right.
But it's the addictive side of it. That's what kept bringing
Willie's
people
going
back
to turn
fags.
into a Sharpay.
I swear to fuck. A Sharpay?
Yeah.
What's that?
Wee wrinkly dog. Get up a picture of Sharpay and show him.
I've only ever seen High School Musical. I didn't know what the fuck a Sharpay was. That's
I
I was like fucking
What is Sharpay?
Sean Hayes, the girl from
High School Musical.
Is she?
Yeah, that's who I thought you were talking about. I'll show you. And you're like, you're gonna turn into her. I was like, fucking no bar.
The ring girl work would be fucking flan.
Yeah. Fuck doing comedy.
There's a
like,
Sharpay dog.
Yeah.
Full
Where's-
of wrinkles.
the weird looking wee dog.
Where's that Sharpay Evans?
Not my cup of tea.
Nah, I'd be
Let me
packing
see.
in the comedy. I'd be doing the OnlyFans bit.
No. Not for me.
Nah.
The mom thing about her, she's meant to be 15. Like, they're all meant to be 15.
Aye.
They're like 25 with them.
Aye, it's like when you ever watch Greaseback, and they're all meant to be teenagers, and there's the
40.
who is it? It's
Kaneki.
not Kaneki, it's another guy has like a fucking Jerry curl, and the cunt is 45,
Yeah.
and he's sitting there like dancing about the bleachers, and you're like, go get your pension, you
Yeah.
cunt. You fucking nonce.
I'm
What are you doing?
42, you fucking cunt.
Well, you're only a few years off your pension, man. But this guy's nonce is just dancing about in a wee leather jacket. Do you know what I mean?
It's Mickey Bartlett at the Christmas tree.
A cunt loves a leather jacket. Here, do you see the thing? It just came into my mind there about the Dalai Lama.
Pedo.
Did you see this?
Fucking pedo.
It's not even one of those ones.
Sam Avery put a cracking thing up. He was just like a video, and he was just like, I watched that video about the Dalai. Do you know who Sam Avery is? Comedian.
I've heard the name, I don't know.
He was like, the Dalai Lama done this for this wee lad and let him suck his tongue. And he done the whole thing. He says, who else does that remind me of? Wears comfy clothes. There was just a big flash of Jimmy.
It's the weird. It's not even one of those where you're like, oh, he accidentally patted him on the ass, or like fucking, the photo looks weird. He's literally grabbing a wheel and being like, suck that tongue, you. It's fucking creepy, like.
Is he out of a job yet? No.
Nah, his PR staff went, well, the Dalai Lama does have a very dry sense of humour. And you're like, I have a dry sense of humour. He is snogging children.
You're like,
That's different.
Dalai Lama, did you put your thumb up my hole? Oh, we joke.
It's a
we
prank
joke,
bit.
we
It's a
joke.
prank. Fuck
Thumbs
your
up
region.
Monday. Thumbs up Monday. Here, suck it.
Yeah. Fucking weird, like.
It's the mask slipped there, like.
Yeah, it was one of the. Apparently, it is a thing not to suck the tongue. Don't know where that came from. In Tibetan culture, it apparently is a thing where when you greet someone, you go, meh. Because apparently there was a king, an old Tibetan king, he famously had a black tongue, and the people were convinced he would be reborn. So people were like, okay, show me your tongue to show me you're not that king.
Right.
But at no point is it ever, then just stick it down a fucking toddler's throat.
What age was the child?
Like 9.
Fuck.
Dalai Lama's like 87. It's like me sticking on my nanny, like, it's fucking gross.
Not really.
No,
What age is your nanny?
83.
No, it's not even close.
It's a bit.
Because you're like in your 20s.
I'm gonna keep trying
You're
to.
above
She'll
legal.
let me eventually.
You're above it, you know what I mean? You would have to be.
I'm
nine.
talking age difference is fucking wild. 87, could you imagine the fucking taste of that tongue as well? Ugh. Just fucking old fags and Weathers originals. That'd be fucking ratting.
More kids' fucking lips should be tasted. By the sounds of it. No, he should be fucking ousted the fuck.
I don't even think he will. I think it's already died down. Weirdly.
Suck my tongue.
People were all like, oh my god, you see what he did? He said, oh, wait, Biden's at the fucking Tim Hortons at Connswater.
He's probably already done it. Was he at Connswater?
No, but people were just like, fuck, he's at the Europa now.
Tim Hortons is stinking.
Coffee's alright. Coffee's good.
Oh, it's stinking.
Donuts are minging.
Everything's stinking on it. Coffee, the fucking food, it's fucking horrendous. I don't know how people go into it. I've had Tim Hortons 3 times now, and 3 times I've went, what the fuck?
What'd you get?
Coffee,
Right.
donuts,
Right.
and a chicken wrap or a chicken burger.
Food's not for me.
Oh
like.
fuck! The
not
coffee is stinking.
Coffee's alright.
No.
I don't man. It's quite.
Tom
it's quite
Stade
sweet.
loves Tim Hortons and we used to go on about it, but he stopped getting it over here. He says because you were having to get double shots and stuff in it, but
Because it's just weak or whatever.
he just says it's not. It's nowhere near the Tim Hortons that you get in Canada, like.
Aye.
But
But-
fucking hell.
Nah, even the little, what's it called? The little fucking donuts. Tim Bits. They're fucking stinking.
Nothing's nice in it.
No, it's still, they're like steel. They're fucking rotten.
No,
I
didn't
don't
like
mind.
it.
I think the reason it does so well, it's always open. You can always go into one. Do you know what I mean? They're like 24-hour or whatever.
Like McDonald's, I suppose.
Exactly. You know what I mean? No one's
McDonald's
ever,
coffee's better than Tim Hortons.
Aye, but like you said, McDonald's, no one's ever like fucking, oh, I'd love a nice meal. Let's go to McDonald's. It's always, I'm either you're fucking drunk or you're hungover or the kids want it. Do you know, or you're driving home.
Dalai Lama's just standing in the drive-thru.
Do you want a Happy Meal?
Do you want a toy? Do you want to suck my tongue? Go on, suck my tongue for 6 nuggets, you can't eat.
That's this episode name, Suck My Tongue for
6 nuggets. there's like the worst I done was fucking told a story about fucking me and Aaron doing similar material. Do you know what I mean? But the Dalai Lama's fucking mask slip. That was
You're lucky
fucking
you
suck
didn't
my
get him to
tongue.
suck your tongue in the
Wasn't
end.
it? Then I would have been fucking trouble, wouldn't it?
Who's the? I don't know how our podcast fans would react to you kissing someone. Who was the guy at the live boxing said I was a pedo because I was dressed as the ring girl? You were like, does he know your kids and all? Fucking.
Oh, who was it?
I don't know. You know, you were speaking to him. I wasn't.
Fuck.
He was like, oh, he's really in that. Keep him away from your kids.
Oh, don't let him watch your kids. No, like it was, and it said it to Andrew too. Does he be around your kids? No, I wouldn't let him around your kids.
Was
No.
Andrew not just like, what the fuck are you talking
I think she sort of dismissed it, like, but
Aye.
like he said it to quite a few people. It was my dad.
that I'd believe. I'd fully believe that.
No, it wasn't my dad, but it was somebody. I'm trying to remember now.
Oh, I remember you told me that, and I was like, that is the most insane fucking
I don't
train
know.
of
It just
thought.
shows you the way people think, but
Weird though. Do you know what I mean? Even if you were like, oh, I think he's secretly gay
I
because he's
think
doing that.
I think sometimes if people see you doing things that they would seem to be like so out there,
Yeah.
then people have a massive reaction that way to it. Like, and it, you know, would they see if I done that, I would be fucking. I would have to be a pedo to do that. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
It doesn't
still
make it
mental.
right.
It's
but
still
it's
mental.
hard people fucking like associate things.
Aye, because they'd be like, I'd never be.
I think there's a lot of that in sectarianism here, to be honest with you. Like, I remember, like, if I seen somebody with a Rangers top, I was like, con. You know, and at the end of the day, it is only an hour fucking club, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But there's massive hatred between the fucking two teams. But you get what I mean, we're a symbol, like, and I'm sure the people would see that on the other way, there's a cunt with Sally tap, fucking he's in the raft.
Aye.
You know?
It took me, like, because obviously, like, we grew up in similar kind of things. You weren't around. So, the other ones.
Yeah.
So, all you ever heard was those Rangers boys are fucking cunts, and all I ever heard was, like, fucking Celtic or wankers. And then you see it up and you're like, but they're wankers, why are you wearing that?
Yeah.
And then you go to fucking uni or you know, you're in school or whatever and you're around them and
You
you're
meet people, huh?
yeah, and you're like, alright.
Yeah, it's probably the same with Brits too, like. Do you know what I mean? No, but I mean, the Brits were fucking a hate fucking symbol to us, do you know what I mean?
Aye. Well, I mean, that's a worldwide thing. I know in Ireland they're a hate symbol. No one enjoys the English.
No.
Ever.
But I'm talking about, like, in
Do you ever
uniform.
go abroad and people think you're English and you're like, you fucking...
Never.
As soon as you go...
I've never been mistook for English.
Never?
Never. I haven't. Like, I don't have a story to say about that. Like, I remember when we went to Turkey, like, because we flew in from Belfast, you were standing in the UK fucking thing.
Yeah.
Arrivals. And the guy used to walk along, and we all had our Irish passports, straight out, and he walked straight through the door.
Aye.
And I remember people in the thing going, "Why is he getting through?" I wasn't even fucking, like, wouldn't have been in the name, or I don't even think I was doing comedy yet.
Aye.
And the guy was like, "He's Irish. Irish, okay." And they were fucking, "What you fucking say?" And he was like, "Do you want into Turkey?" You know, like, they fucking...
That isn't even, like, us exaggerating. Like,
No,
if I got to go, like, "Are you English?" And you're like, "No." I'll say Irish, because I'm
But I
not
have a
sitting in
British
the
passport.
Turkish airport going,
But you have a
well,
British
actually, in, like, per the Good Friday agreement,
have you got an Irish passport?
No, I have a British one.
Right, okay.
I would get an Irish one. I need it since Brexit, because coming in and out with a UK passport is an extra hour and a half on your fucking journey now. It's a pain in the hole.
Nightmare.
I would have one just for travelling.
It's like your joke where you say whoever does the best DLA.
Yeah.
It's going to get that stage. Do you know what I mean? Where it is going to be easier to identify as Irish.
Yeah, it's already travelling wise.
Yeah.
That's the stage
It
you're
is.
at.
Yeah.
So, do Scottish people get their own passport, or do they?
No,
have
they're
to-
British.
They have to be British.
But I think it says on it that they're Scottish. No, it says they're British, yeah.
Yeah, no, because there's no Northern Irish provision. You're either British or Irish
Yeah.
per your passport. So Scotland
Yeah.
don't get that.
No, they'll just be British, yeah. So I think that's part of the whole thing, that someone want to fucking their own passport and stuff.
Aye.
Just be sponsored by Iron Brew. It's just a kilt and you pull it up.
The most passionate fucking conversation I had with someone in Scotland was I got an Amber, and he was like, "It's fucking shite now. It used to be fucking good. If you can find the old one, it's good, but now it's fucking bad." 5 minutes he was on, I was like, "Mate, I have to go on stage here," and he's like, "I'm just saying it's not as nice."
Scotland and Iron Brew's the only country where that's the number one soft drink. It outsells Coca-Cola in any country
It's,
in the world.
it's everywhere there, like.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That outsells Coke.
For fuck's sake. I mean, yeah,
That's the only country in the world.
Did you ever have Amber and vodka?
It's lovely.
Fucking delicious.
It's lovely.
You can't even taste the vodka in it.
Yeah.
Whatever they are.
But I think most things now don't taste good. Like Lucas, it doesn't taste as good. What was the other thing I had? And I was like, that's stinking now. Fanta stinking.
Fanta is balls now. It's because they brought in
And then
that sugar
Pepsi's,
tax.
yeah. And then Pepsi's changed too now.
Has it?
I heard people slapping about Pepsi. That's
It's like it's your mate.
Pepsi. I'll never ban it again. I think it was wee Ross Manley.
Aye.
No, Ross, the super fan for the Belfast Giants.
Yes. Was he
Put a whole
slapping
rant up about it because he has his wee things where he loves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's scared of roads when it's bad weather, and he likes his WKD blue. And then I know so much about him now because he puts it up. Put the Pepsi chains, and he was like, "Pepsi's chains. That's it. I'm letting Pepsi do. I've never banned it again." I think the sugar's changed in it.
It has. They brought in the sugar tax to stop people drinking so much, and it worked because everything's fucking
stinking.
rotten.
Yeah. Even red sauce. I've tasted red sauce. It doesn't have as much sugar in it.
I've never been a red sauce guy.
I'd be more brown sauce. I put brown sauce in a lot of things.
I go dry, man. I'm a wee dry boy.
We dry family.
I go in dry, mate. So I don't fucking.
So you can feel it.
Oh, aye. So I've never. Do you ever get when people are like, "Fuck red sauce on everything"? At a housemate used to be like, if it was a fucking
I worked
curry
with
fried
one.
rice,
We
pizza.
called him Condiment Joe. Or the Condiment King, I think we called him. You got a fry and he put a bottle of red sauce over it.
Fucking a fry, understandable. I understand the fry.
It's a whack of brown sauce in the fry.
That's still sauce. See when people throw it in like a Chinese or a pizza, I'm like, that doesn't even fucking go on there. What do you do? I mean, pizza is tomato sauce, but it's not red fucking
No,
sauce.
it's not red. Red sauce is totally different.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Eat like an adult. It's like when you go out with people and they're in their 20s and 30s and they still want to be like, "I only like chicken nuggets and chips." I'm like, fucking
Grow up.
eat a vegetable. You can't.
Yeah.
Oh, I lose my mind with that shit.
Yeah, no.
Grow the fuck
We
up.
were in Le Mans on Sunday. And I always loved Le Mans, like the fucking carving and all in it. But well, our Easter Sunday, it was alright. It wasn't fucking. But I've noticed, I think the price of everything's went up. So standards of what fucking went out the window. Places.
100%.
Fucking
100%.
desperate. We are going to get to the stage where it's going to be fucking all you can eat this like fucking can of stuff, or it's going to be a rehydrated thing. It's,
Mate, I don't think we're far off it. I went to Cosmo on the weekend there. Do you know the all you can eat in Victoria Square? Fucking bogging. Even though it's all you can eat, and you go all you can eat, you accept a standard of food because you're getting loads of it. But yeah, man, the rice was crunchy. The salt and chili chicken had no flavour, and it was like 30 quid.
Yeah.
each.
No, I think things is definitely, like, the taste of things have definitely changed.
Yeah. I mean, that could also be a mix of it's Brexit now.
I don't know.
The standards
I
get
make a
set.
good fucking Sunday dinner, and I don't know if mine's is just shit hot now and fucking when they're mass producing it, it's not.
You do Sunday dinners?
I do dinners most nights, I would say.
I didn't have you down as a big cook.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't surprise me. You can't. I just never had you down as it.
No.
What's your secret this Sunday dinner? Now, if this was Kieran Bartlett, this is the rest of the show.
Secret to Sunday dinner is your roasties. So you have to do them in duck fat or goose fat.
Okay.
And I've clicked how to do them in the air fryer, whereas I used to do them in the oven and they would have took about 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours?
Yeah, to get them right.
Fuck me.
And it's constant spinning and turning. Like, see, that's what happened. See, like Easter and Christmas and stuff. Like Christmas dinner, I would start preparing it on Christmas Eve morning, and I wouldn't leave the cooker until about 10:30 the night before Christmas Eve, and then the next morning get up and then start in the roasties, the roast vegetables, all that there. You'd be here all day.
Aye.
And that's why last Easter I couldn't book in anywhere, and I made the dinner, and it was lamb. It was my first time doing lamb, so I attended this lamb for fucking 2 days.
Right.
So that it was right.
Were you online trying to get like a Jamie Oliver recipe and all? Or were you just fucking...
just watched one thing about it, like, and then that was me, and then just fucking done that.
Right.
So, but most things I would make like a spaghetti. I wouldn't use dolmio or anything like that. It's all from scratch.
Right.
Tinned tomatoes and fucking passata and all that there to make.
I would do
sauce.
that if I had time.
Fry the onions up and garlic first and all that there. But you can do it just as quick.
Yeah.
And it's preparing the veg, having everything there.
Yeah.
But once you have everything there, like it's 20 minutes to make a spaghetti.
Chopped garlic you can get you can get a little tub of that.
Yeah, you can use chopped garlic or you can use a butter garlic. Butter garlic's pretty good.
Never use butter.
So you can buy it, it's a wee tub just like that. It's like, and you can make your own garlic bread with it. So if you're making a spaghetti,
It's essentially garlic butter.
So it's garlic butter, yeah.
Right, okay,
so you just buy a wee tub of it and you put a whack in with the onions at the start, and it'll just the oil and all that. It's just fucking cook them up, and then you throw your mince and stuff after that. Like, so it's
fucking starving now.
Oh yeah.
I
made
love
today
all this.
peppered chicken with onions, fried and garlic at the start, and mashed potato and sweet corn. That's what they're away home to.
That'd be fucking lovely.
And
Potato
crunchy onions on the top.
See, crunchy onions. I'd happily go fuck the rest of
And
it.
just eat the fucking
Give
whole
me
thing.
that tub. And just have your breath.
They are
smell
now
like the Dalai
like
Lama
they
all
are
day.
now like I suck my tongue. They're like the fucking Dalai Lama's toenails.
I would.
Are you gonna eat them now?
100. I'd suck him off his fucking tongue.
If the Dalai Lama's tongue tasted like crunchy fucking onions, you'd be all over it.
I'd be all up the Dalai Lama.
You'd be like,
I'd
kid, get out of the
fucking
fucking road here. I gotta go suck at this.
I love crispy onions, mate.
So and they would go on the top of it. Like whether they do it, I don't know when they go home.
Aye. That's if you ever go to a nice steak restaurant. That's what I'll get the side with tobacco onions. They're not done as nice as they used to be. I don't know if I'm just older now and I'm used to them.
Maybe
People used to.
your
do
palate
them.
changes.
Yeah, smoking doesn't help that.
No,
either.
it doesn't. You lose a lot of fucking taste buds.
Yeah, I remember smoking weed. The only thing you ended up liking was anything that was like heavily salted.
Yeah.
I think since COVID, mine never really fully.
Well, you
came
don't eat
back in.
potatoes, so you'd be a lot of meat. You'd be eating meat and veg.
Meat and veg. Yeah.
Which isn't bad. Like it's not a bad diet.
No.
In a
It's
sense.
snacking on the way home is my problem.
Do you snack a meat?
I will from time to time have a wee bit of jerky in a wee fucking bag. It's nice, but
Mm-hmm.
driving home from a gig or whatever, it's 2 a.m. You have a long drive ahead of you. You want a wee bag of crisps.
Wee bag of crisps or nuts. Nuts last longer,
I don't like them as
and
much.
they dry your mouth out a wee bit quicker.
Aye. Crisps, I'll get like fucking pickly sort of crisps too, so my tongue's fucking
On
like
fire.
a cat's tongue, like it's all cut and shit.
Oh, you like it tangy in your mouth?
I like to feel it. I like the next day you burp and you're like, I had crisps last night. I forgot about that.
Maybe if it was you the wee lad was fucking sucking the tongue, he wouldn't have done it. The smell of fucking punchy bones off
There's
you.
just
Oof.
Space Raiders all on his fucking face.
I like tang, but I don't. If you know, do you get where I'm coming from in that?
Well, no. What do you mean?
I wouldn't specifically go into a shop and go, fuck, I'll take a packet of them.
Right.
But when there's nothing else and there's just like, say, pickled onion monster munch or something, and I have them, I like them, but I'm like, I wouldn't buy them.
They're my go-to. Like,
No, they're like
yeah.
Tang.
Must get stuck fucking right in your teeth at night. Just
I
turn
get
them
stuck
mush.
in between my teeth now. It's a
Oh,
fucking
really?
nightmare. Oh, nightmare.
I am. When's the last time you went
the-
to the dentist?
Oh, fuck, don't even go there.
Really? Is it that bad? Do you know how long it's been for me? My ma went with me last time.
No, I go
So
to...
that's how long it's been for me.
I was at the dentist there and got all my fillings done, all weight, all stuff like that. But I just think they're taking me on now. Just get fed up.
In what way?
Just the cost ways. And every film I got, I had to phone up and go back again the next day because she made it too high.
Do you still have to pay if she's fucked up?
Yeah.
What?
You pay when you leave that day. And every time I went, I had to go back the next day. And then the last time I went, they made me sit at the phone and they were like, yeah, just come up at about 4:30. And I was going somewhere at night. And I went up at 4:30 and I was still there at 6 o'clock. And I was like, what the fuck, like? You told me to come up at 4:30. I am fucking getting fucked off.
Have you ever had to get like a root canal or anything fucking
Oh,
brutal?
What's the state of my mouth? Like, I've had all that there done.
So you only really smiled at the front of your teeth,
know.
so I've never seen the side.
And I wanted to get like them filled in after doing the blame game because you could notice one's missing there and this and there. And I was like,
That's part of your charm, though. You don't want the turkey teeth.
no, I don't want turkey teeth.
Yeah.
I don't. Fuck, people fucking... look at him with his big badges and all. Always wore fucking Stone Island. People say Stone Island, he's fucking big badges. Driving about in my Rolls Royce and people thinking, who the fuck's he think he is? Do you know what I mean?
That's right. People fucking love slamming you saying
Don't
get
they?
the badge in. You do dress like a Green Street extra. You do. You do look like you're just going down
Head
to
to toe.
West Ham.
But I always did wear Stone Island. I can't remember when. I think I got a Stone Island top in 2001. And nobody knew what it was.
Were they cheaper then?
No, fuck.
Always
Dear
there?
as fuck, my mate fucking got it for me.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't the full
Back
price.
back of the van job or?
It
Aye.
accidentally disappeared out of a shop in the town and ended up on top of me. It was a cracking jumper, and I remember, like, my ma was like, where'd you get that jumper from? And I was like, fucking Mickey got me. And she's like, it washes like a ribbon. Like, it stayed good for ages.
Oh really?
So
I've
I-
never heard that.
so-
Washes like a ribbon?
Washes like a ribbon.
I've never heard that.
So it, like, doesn't lose its fucking form or its shape and stuff like that. That's what that means.
Oh,
But it lasted forever, the jumper. Like, it was just... Whereas anything else I bought, fucking Ben Sherman or fucking thing, it was fucked after 3 washes.
aye.
And my man was like, that's a good jumper. I found out how much they are in the shop and I bid you one. So I found out it was like 480 quid or something for the jumper. And this is 2001. My man went, get the fuck.
Fuck me.
But even at that, it did last. Like, that jumper, I think that jumper's still my man.
Could you still wear it like?
Yeah. No, it wouldn't fit me, but
Look at wee sadness in your eyes. You're like, no.
no, because I think it was a medium. I'm a 2XL in fucking
There's a
Stone
new
Island.
Oh, fucking really?
Because it's really tight fitting.
Aye. I went in the Jack Jones and I was in fucking Manchester.
Yeah.
And they're tight fitting as fuck and I got a
Ralph
large.
Lauren is the best fitting to me.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the same as me because you're so small.
Fat.
Yeah. But we're small as well.
And fat.
Yes. But also small.
And fat.
Yes.
And fat.
Yes.
And fat.
But tall people can wear clothes easier because they're tall and fat.
And they're not fat.
No, they'd be fat too.
I know, but they carry it better when they're
They
tall.
do when you're small
And fat.
and fat. Yes, we're
Yes.
two fat fucks.
Yes.
Nothing looks good on
I
you, like.
love having this conversation with you because when you lost all the weight, like, you tortured the bollocks out of me for being fat.
Oh, I'm gonna lose it again, then just you fucking wait.
Well,
Just
now I
you
lose it
fucking-
first, then you'll be fat and I won't be. You'll be fat and I'll be pat.
Yeah, wait and say I'll lose the
Pat
game.
and fat, we'll call them the podcast.
I could leave it just be the fat pat show.
The Fat Pat Show, yeah, could be. Fat Pat and the Spastic.
Yeah. Sounds like a
That's a
western.
great show.
Fat Pat and the Spastic.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't put it on shirts, but it would be a good show.
Why not? Why not?
Wear a shirt that says, get people who will wear
I have
Spastic on a
merch.
shirt.
I have merch now, and it says Dagger, the Dagger.
The
Dick.
dagger deck, I've seen it.
And some people are like, I couldn't wear that. Some people are like, can I get one of those?
Oh, I've met the people that would buy your merch, Paddy.
Yeah.
I absolutely believe that.
Go in to get their fucking brew.
Aye.
Listen, I need a crisis loan. Why? I need 6 of them Dagger Dick
The
t-shirts.
people who buy your merch would wear that to a christening and not see the problem
And then
with
the
it.
other one's just, I've seen the Dagger, which I think is the fucking good enough one. Like,
That's why it sounds like you're a roller coaster.
I've seen
Like they
the
give you
Dagger.
that after. It's like, I read the dagger.
It doesn't say I read the Dagger. Fuck me.
Just all your
The
exes
Dalai
have it.
Lama, he's bringing out t-shirts. I sucked your tongue.
So nah, fucking no, it's a nightmare fit me. I don't know if you've ever had it. Paul Smith,
Yeah.
worst, because they're so puffy. So even if you are already fat, it looks so much. It accentuates the tits.
Yeah. Some stuff's just like when Top Man was open, I couldn't wear it unless it was in shape.
Yeah.
Because they make their stuff like that.
Aye, like just straight fucking down.
Nah, they're not even straight down. It was like fitted.
Do you know where's good? Billionaire Boys Club.
I just got our Podic one of them t-shirts.
They're dear, like, but they're good.
I think the t-shirt was fucking 80 quid or something.
I was in, there was a shop now in Victoria Square. I went in to like pick up. I was just looking at a jacket and I was like, this jacket's nice. Tried it on, looked good and all. Looked at the price, $560. I went, not that fucking nice.
No. Would you not pay it for a jacket?
$560. No. The most the most I've paid for a jacket ever was $150.
Really?
$150. And even then, it was like a nice jacket.
I remember getting a jacket, which was a bomber jacket, but it was at the raves at the time. It had a big big American number 1 in the back. It had an orange fur collar you could take off. Pose jacket.
Right.
And it was...
Pose? Right.
It was a rave thing. They were $270 or something. And this is in 96. And my mum was like, $270. And I was like, I'd pay for it. She made me fucking pay for it. Like.
Right.
And I had it, like, and there was one other wee lad I knew had it, and then loads of prods had it. Loads of prods bought them, but they didn't buy the one that I had. They bought one that was like 150. And one Saturday, all my mates went into town, and that night we were all fucking standing there, and we were all standing post jackets, and I was like, fuck me, lads, was there a sale or something? And they went, nah, we met a bunch of wee lads from fucking East Belfast, bit the bollocks at them, took their coats. Fuck me.
I've been beaten up before. I've never got hit so much people take my jacket.
I remember a fella in the arena one night, and he got on the bus, and he was bumming about the money he got in the claim. And he was like, oh, I got them Nigger Max, or I got them fucking Levi's and fucking hang, right? And I got that chain, I got this and all. He was fucking suited and booted. We get back on the bus on the arena, and he was lying in his boxer shorts at the back of the bus. And I was like, what the fuck happened to him? He was off his fucking head. Like, when I was up, I says, what happened? He says, mate, I was standing next to the speakers. Next minute, my colleagues get fucking trailed off me, and then they just trailed everything off.
And was he like fucking wiped?
He was wiped out.
Sorry, you're fucking...
He was just sitting in his boxers, eating his face at the back of the bus. But all his money, all his jewellery, his fucking... I felt sorry as fuck for the cunt, to be honest with you. I really did, like.
I mean, I feel bad for him, but also...
I think I gave him a sacks.
You're a fucking saint, Patrick.
I think I gave him a sacks. I think I did. I can't remember. I remember taking my socks off
Your
the bus.
fucking 90...
I don't know why.
Your Celtic 93 away kit socks.
No, it wasn't even. But I think I gave him socks. I can't remember the heap of it, like, but I remember him being on the bus and feeling sorry for the cunt.
Oh, fuck, that's awful, man.
It is shit, like. There's shit like that doesn't sit right with me, to be honest. I want to think back of it and I go, that was fucking...
When you're part of a group and you're being a wee bit of a bullying... You may not even be the bully one, but you look back and you're like, we were bullying people there. Like, you do feel...
No.
You do feel
that or didn't really like taking stuff off people and stuff like that. I didn't like that.
Did you ever do it?
What do you mean?
Did you ever take stuff off people, ever?
Did I ever take stuff off people, ever? I need to be careful here because I get called out and everything. Have I ever took something off somebody? I think I may have took a scarf off somebody before.
Right.
I think I may have took a scarf.
A nice scarf or like a fucking Cliftonville one?
No, it wasn't like it wasn't something I'd have wore. I took a scarf to have as a trophy, so it was Rangers or something like that.
Right.
I think it was a Rangers scarf.
But you weren't cutting about in a fucking wee silk number, like?
No, it wasn't. It was just that I took it off them as like a trophy sort of thing. Because it happened to us where we got stuff took off tabs and took off us before and stuff like that. I don't remember, like, I remember playing football and a fella played in our football team, get sent off, went into the change rooms, and then you could go in the back door of the change rooms in the shower, and he was able to go into all the other change rooms, and he was stealing watches and football tabs and Levi's and fucking everything, and he had a full bag of gear on the way back in the bus. Anybody want to buy any of this? And I was like, where'd you get that? And he was like, I stole it in the other fucking change rooms. And I was like, you fucking tramp.
That used to be my job, not stroking shit out of change rooms. No,
Put you on the door, will I?
No, the person that would fucking log up in change rooms and shit.
Is that right?
That used to be my job. Castlereagh Council, so Billy Neal's, Stormont, loads of different places. Got
Right.
sacked from a golf course on my first day.
You get sacked from
Got
a
sacked
golf course?
from, I think it's Castlereagh Hills golf course.
Yeah, I done a gig in there before. For a wedding.
It's a lovely
There was
fucking...
an old boy marrying a Chinese girl.
Oh, really?
Weirdest gig ever.
What's the crowd like at that?
Yeah, his older children were not having a good time at all. Because they'd obviously bought this girl.
Aye.
Yeah, off the internet. She was 18. And he was like 60 odds.
They suck at tongue,
Oh,
yeah.
he was Dalai Lama in the bollocks out of it. And his kids were all there, and they had like their kids and stuff, and it was just weird. It was just like, he was a sleazy. He looked like the scat man too. He had a big moustache and all, I remember. He's like, "There you go, Paddy, 100 quid or something." But it was like,
Who did the speeches at that?
I'm not doing my Chinese bit there. It was just a weird wedding.
Were there speeches at it?
I wasn't there for that part. I just done like, it was in the golf course. It wasn't like your traditional wedding. It wasn't a big deal. It was just in a room. But I remember the kids, and I just remember them all sitting in my faces. And I remember one of them sort of saying to me and saying, "Listen, my dad, we're just here, like, but we're not happy, like."
I mean, like, imagine your dad just started going with like a wee Thai bride, like, you wouldn't be happy about it.
Probably not. You're right. Probably wouldn't be. What about your dad? Would you?
Wouldn't surprise me at this fucking
Yeah.
rate. Aye. Really wouldn't.
You
be
think
honest.
he could do that?
Yeah. I mean,
What are we
I don't
on?
think he could afford it, but
Kieran?
I think he did.
What are we on there?
We're for 50 minutes.
50 minutes. We'll have to do a wee Patreon one.
Yep,
So
yep.
plug what you got to plug.
Yeah, so, yeah, as I said, I have the work in progress shows. Newcastle Friday sold out. Oma sold out. Newry not sold out. There's 70 tickets sold, and it's a 140, so we're halfway there. And Macrafelt have 89 tickets sold, and there's another 50 could go there. So there are two work in progress shows. The SSE Arena. I'm probably going to put out some production tickets because I'm not going to give away free tickets. Fuck that. So there may be some for the May show, but September's still on sale to get good seats. Good load sold. Fucking Millennium Forum in November has 570 sold or something, so we're well underway to selling that
You're
out.
flying there, like.
I'm going to be in Santa Ponsa the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th of June. It's a free in event in Kelly's Bar.
Right. Oh, that'll be a delightful crowd.
So
You'll get the
it's
Santa
just be
Ponsa.
mental. It's Santa Ponsa for 3 days. Paddy in the sun. So it'll be a bit of crack. I'm going to be in Liverpool and Manchester around about the 23rd till the 28th. So I'm going to be there doing a few gigs for Hot Water Comedy Club.
Good man. Good man.
So I don't think I've anything else I need to plug to sell, because I think everything else is... Oh, Galway still has tickets left. We are over halfway sold for Galway on the 22nd of April.
Or is that Roisin Dube?
The Roisin Dhu, or Dove as they call it.
Is that what it is? Roisin Dove? It's a lovely fucking room, that too.
Yeah.
Upstairs, downstairs?
Upstairs, I think.
It's lovely. It's
Yeah.
lovely.
The wee 60 room.
Yeah, it's great. All I have is the Edinburgh show is on sale at the Pleasance, 5:30 at the Cellar, and also my Ulster Hall show. There's about just over 300 tickets left.
Brilliant.
So
Get on involved.
Get on that, because that will sell out.
Yes,
Fingers
that's
crossed.
November.
7 months away, like.
Yeah, that's
Flan.
November. Oh, you're flying.
Aye.
Yeah.
So check that out. That'll be a show I'll be doing just off the back of Edinburgh.
Yeah, so,
So
it'll
I'll
be
be
sharp as fuck.
fucking sharp, like.
Yeah, he'd be able to put his hand up and all.
Yeah.
Of course. If he doesn't have his voice back, saying.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be fucked halfway through it. But that's...
You definitely would get on BBC then if you fucking your voice went too.
Oh, aye.
You'd be like R2D2.
Oh, I bet he knew Rosie Jones, mate, but fucking... Oh, no, I'm wrong with her voice. It's not who I was thinking of. I was thinking of Lost Voice guy.
You said Rosie Jones.
Yeah, I said Rosie Jones. But see, anyone come back, remember? Like, if you go see Mickey, me, Robbie, you, Kieran, after they do Edinburgh,
Yeah.
all be fucking amazing.
Yeah, because you're just gigging every day.
At least 3 a day, like.
Yeah.
Which I don't think...
I'm really looking forward to it.
So am I. I've got, like... Do you ever get before you go to a
Jitters.
rave, and you know you're going to do a load
This
of
is
shit?
going to be brilliant.
I'm like...
No, I know, because everyone that's going I like.
Yes!
Do you know, not that there's nobody I don't like.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I don't want nobody landing down next week.
Butler's not going, so he's happy.
No.
So,
I fucking love Butler to go. Me and him's mates.
But I know what you mean. Everyone we're going with, we're friends with.
Yeah. There's
So-
nobody that's going to be like upsetting the apple cake. Do you know what I mean? We're all not living together.
Sorry. Upsetting the apple cake?
Racking the apple tart.
Fucking idiot.
Who's an idiot?
Upset the apple cart,
Oh.
not the apple cake. We'll see you next week, ladies and gentlemen. Head on over to the Patreon for the Q&A. Fucking apple cake.
I feel electric when you go.